sat here, more and more people arrive in to have a look around the new school. You get a bit of the buzz, you can imagine, get a feel for what it's like on a school day. So you imagine in the old school, in my day, you're in Mr. Morrison's hut or Mr. Waller's history class, and then next up you've got physics or something like that, and you've got to go all the way down. It's a 3-day camel ride to get your next class, right? And then you compare it to now. Okay, you need to find your way, and you need to know where things are. But it's amazing how compact it feels. I think that's one of the things that strikes you. The other thing, I wasn't sure if I would like it. I wasn't sure if it would be too austere, concrete, too much like a corporate office, but I really like it actually. I think they've mixed in the wood and the different tones, and it feels warm, it feels like a great environment to learn in. I love the way it's actually in the different sections. Speaking to kids that use it, the fear about noise doesn't exist. Hard to believe that that is in some parts. And then of course here, it's brilliant because the stained glass design that was in the Millennium Wing that we talked about before, that was dedicated to my dad, and Mum fought hard and worked with the council really well to get it preserved. It's amazing to see it here in location, it looks fantastic. So the SNP government have put millions of pounds into projects like this to develop new schools. And they are amazing environments for learning. They're a platform for success for our young children. And one of the things I'm really enthusiastic about is the opportunity to get involved in education. I know that everything's not perfect. I know that there are many challenges. My sister's a primary school teacher. I've had aunts and uncles, not just my dad, who have been in education. But I welcome that challenge. It's an area that I'm passionate about, I really care about. I'm looking forward to it. It's important that we lay the platform and we also protect things. There's a real concern, other parties that have an agenda on immigration and dragging politics to the right, and tax avoidance that is the fundamental issue, or one of the fundamental issues in our politics. You need to focus on issues like education. We need to learn where there's challenges, we need to come up with solutions. Genuinely excited. But places like this, environments like this, give you the platform to build on. If I'm elected as your MSP next year, I relish the opportunity to get involved in the education sector, to get involved locally in the school, but also in funding and policy at Scottish Government level, to roll up my sleeves, because I know there's challenges, I know there are problems, I know there's things we need to focus on to get better, but we're on the right path. We are focused on closing the attainment gap, and we're having success. We're putting millions of pounds more into the hands of head teachers, not just into buildings and infrastructure. And I'm keen to play my part and make sure that we continue to do that. And there's no backward step from parties from down south. That's not what we want to focus on. It's not what I want to focus on. I want to be your local champion and your national voice, and I want to make a difference for our young people in education. I'm Callum Kerr, and I'm your SNP candidate for Midlothian South, Tweeddale and Lauderdale in May 2026.